Hi there, thank you so much for joining me today. My name's Heather, I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, otherwise known as the Songbird Stamper. And I'm guessing you are here today to see my craft room tour. I moved about 2 months ago, did a lot of hard work trying to get everything up and running so that I could do classes, bring tutorials to you, and I did promise a craft room tour. So here it is. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to get in touch. I did a little bit of a whiz through, so it might be a little bit quick, but if you want me to do anything in more depth or you want to ask any questions, get in touch. And if you like what you see, please do hit the subscribe button because I'll be bringing lots of tutorials and crafty inspiration your way very soon. Right, let's get going, shall we? So this is the entrance to my craft room. This was something I made a couple of months ago in my old house. I thought it would be fabulous to put on the door to my craft room. So in we go. Absolutely love this colour, although it does make it a little bit dark in here. So much to Russ's dismay, I have to have the lights on quite often. I'll give you a quick overview. So I've got a bit of a room divider in the middle of the room, this Kallax unit. Kind of separating it into two halves. I think I'm happy with the layout. I was hoping to get a sofa in down here, but it didn't really fit. So in the end I went with the beanbag as well. And my little dwarf Bashful is just having a bit of a chill out there. So what have we got? My Stampin' Up! Bag on the back of the door. I love that one. That's where that lives. In the ottoman down here is all my stuff for craft workshops and things like that. So I'll show you in there in a sec. A lovely cushion that my downline Amory bought for me, and some pictures to go on the wall. It's a painting I've done. I've got some certificates and things like that. So in here are all my things for craft workshops, which is fab because it kind of keeps them out of the way but on hand, and it makes another little seat if I ever did have anybody to come over and craft with me. This is a bit of a mess on the back side of here, but it is what it is. I've got my Canon selfie. This is a little treasure box that I made years ago now. I won't show you in there, but yeah, just storage, photographs when I do my scrapbooking. A couple of things I've made. This is my 50p collection is housed in here. Love these big boxes. So I do a lot of crafting as well as Stampin' Up! Demonstrating. So I love just crafting, and that's got my encaustic stuff in that one. I've got my pro markers, books, scrapbooks all in down behind here. So I just need to pull out this ottoman if I want to get to that. Art supplies. And that's kind of my general craft area. And my television, which I'm saving up for a new one. Lovely lamp. And this is from when I was in the Navy for my commissioning certificate. Things I've made, just nice to have them dotted around the room. Love having the big wide drawers. So in there's kind of like random stuff in random drawers, to be honest. But yeah, we've got three A3 pads and things like that. I've got my grid paper in here. Bits and bobs really. All my mailing bags, raffle prize or raffle tickets, logo bags. I mean, I bought these from Stampin' Up! Ages ago and they're enormous. I got the sizing all wrong. They are 6" by 17" gusseted bags because we all need those in our life. And then just more kind of A3 papers and things like that. This is an IKEA Billy bookcase. One of the big ones. It's a really deep one. So up the top here, that's where I keep cards that have been made, all my books, trinkets. And then these are Western boxes, 12 by 12 Western boxes. And they house all of our designer series paper, 12 by 12 cardstock. Yeah, everything really. So I've just labelled them up. Foil sheets, white and black, all the colour families, acetates. These are 3 new ones that need to be labelled, and then these are current, and some are retiring papers, and then when they're retired I'll take them out of there, deal with them, put them to the side, and get back to them later probably. And then these are the 9 litre really useful storage boxes. So I had quite a few of these already, but I did purchase some more, and they fit perfectly in the IKEA Billy bookcase, 3 across and 6 high. And then I've got all sorts like stationery, I've got electronic wires and things like that, prizes, odds and sods, things for when I make 3D projects. It says glittery craft, so I've obviously got glitter spray and things like that. Base products for when I'm making kind of samples, so candles, I've got little chocolate bars, notepads, things like that in there. Sprays for when I do my mixed media. Non-Stampin' Up stamps. It's outrageous, isn't it? And non-Stampin' Up paper, which again I use in my own crafting, in my mixed media and things like that. Other crafts, so I've got a little press here for flowers. So we've got a cherry blossom tree in the garden, so I'm going to have a go at doing some of that. Things that I want to give to people, 3D project ideas, that can be really handy to have, like store things that I get at on stages, or that I've made or people give me, so that when I want to make a project and I'm not sure what to make, I can just grab that box out and get inspired. Some art supplies, some more art supplies, and mixed media stuff down here. And then this is how I keep my paper. This originally belonged, I think, gosh, to somebody called Carrie, and then it was given to somebody called Kim, and then Kim gave it to Rebecca, Rebecca gave it to me. So yeah, it was obviously Canford papers and cards. I need to make a cover for it. Somebody I know is going to show me how to, or hopefully just do it for me while I watch, to be honest. But I used my sewing machine to teach me how to make a cover for that. And then you get your, so I've got 4 packets, or open packets, and then in the cellophane, or the, look, what do you call them, to go in the A4 ring binder, Polly Pockets, or the scraps. So that's all my coloured card. Fits perfectly, literally perfectly, every single colour, and the in colours are down at the bottom here. These are the new in colours coming up. So everybody needs a kind of dumping ground. Mine is behind here. I hope you can see. I hope it's gone a bit out of focus, but that's for kind of my Carl cutter. I've got some canvases, some 12 by 12 frames, things like that. So it can all kind of sit neatly behind that, and my work bag as well for when I go to work. Printer. So proud of myself. Oh, look, I made a little hook so that I can do the blinds without having to reach all the way over. Gorgeous, gorgeous view out the front. Absolutely love it. Being able to look out on the garden, and it's south-facing as well, so it gets quite a lot of light in here, which is good. So this is my A4 and A5 storage boxes. These are Western boxes as well, and so you get the little tabs so that you can pull them out and slide them back in. They need organising, but this is where I keep all my stamping blends. So they're right next to me and good to go. I've got my gold and silver scraps, metallic scraps, white scraps, project ideas, sheets and things like that, and quite a lot of empty and printer paper. So what's in my drawers? This one's just a dumping ground that needs sorting. That's just cloths and masks, stencils. This is my mixed media kind of arts and crafts papers drawer. Colouring mediums. So if I focus solely on Stampin' Up, I would have so much room in here. So this is kind of 3D items, grey boards, baubles, things like that. Notepads, labels, Polly Pockets, laminating pouches all live in there. Sponges and some COVID tests because I didn't know where else to put them. And a couple of little odds and sods at the back there. Electronics and command strips because everybody needs command strips in their life. And then this is kind of perfect pearls. I've got some, yeah, foils, shimmery, shiny things in there. Postage, A4 and 12 by 12s, and I've got some file folders and things like that, sort of rather boring stuff. Not organised in the slightest, but that's where my sellotape lives. And again, odds and sods. My next job is to get some kind of storage for these drawers, so little pots and things for things to live in. This is all my adhesives, backup. And this is embossing stuff. It's a bit messy. I've recently changed to using these, so I'm going to see how I get on with them. White embossing powder, rather than just using them in the tubs. And my gilding flakes are in there as well. Pen pots. Again, needs a bit more modernising, let's say. I've got kind of takeaway containers in there, not the best use of the space. And then this is tools and things like that. Dyno machine. I've got my staple gun. I've got glue, hot glue guns, things like that. Again, these little hooks are quite useful. I'm just going to show you on here. So I've popped a little hook up here, and I've got my embossing tool just hanging. And it means I use it much more because it's right there. A bit of a mess under there, but never mind. My journal, planner, love this, Freedom Mustery. Do a little plug for them, absolutely brilliant planner. Laptop because my computer's on its way out. Needs a bit of an upgrade. Cut and emboss machines. So this is my mini machine, this is my mini plates, my big machine, cut and emboss machine. All my dies, this is how I keep all my dies just stored in here. And this is embossing folders. I don't have many. But yeah, I'm probably going to outgrow that soon. It's got a bit of space in it, but I've got all my retired stuff for sale. And just a little plug, I do have a Facebook group, the Songbird Stamper Retired Product Sale. So if you fancy getting your hands on anything, you can go in there and have a look, see what's on offer. So this is my pegboard. So I've got my little mini trimmer up here. Kitchen roll. This is the Stamparatus. Just a few bits and bobs that I've made, or that have been made for me. This is how I keep my ink refills now. Love that. It's quite new to me, having a pegboard. And this was from my friend Sandy. Thank you, Sandy. Ribbon. This is a game changer for me, ribbon storage. It was a nightmare trying to figure out how to store it. This is from IKEA. Pegboard's from IKEA as well. These are from IKEA. They come wooden, and I've just painted them white. Literally just white matte wall paint. Painted those up. I haven't done the best of jobs. If you go under there, it's still wood, but it does the job and keeps them all perfectly in line. And then you can just pull what you want. But if you go to a crop, you can then take those out. Let's come along the bottom here. Very, very lucky to have my hands on one of these. Thank you to who made that for me, you know. Thank you. And then this is what I made for myself, a kind of a snail letter holder. It's got cards. It's got a bit messy than what it was, but it's got matching cards and then matching notepads and things like that. Lives in there. My candle and mat there. Reach for the stars. Just a little bit of a reminder. This is where I keep my blocks. So I've got a bit more room for expansion if I need to get any more. Or punches just along here. I know you can get punch storage, but to be honest, I don't think I need it. I just pull them out, and I pull that one out like that, and then it slips back on at the top. So the ones at the bottom are the ones I use least. This is something I'm working on at the moment. little envelopes, memories and more journal, but I won't show you that just yet. More ribbon storage underneath here. Then stamps. And I've got these clear perspex bookends just on the end here to keep them all in place. I was worried when I first put them up because I didn't know how I was going to get them out, because you can't really get your finger in at the top, but you can just about squeeze your finger in and pull one out like that. There's enough give in these bookends to do that. And then new stamps up there. These little owls were from my friend Sandy as well, and then a few bits and bobs that I've made I like to have on display. This is what I made with Katie, my friend, some resin, a resin hedgehog, because everybody needs a resin hedgehog in their life, and I've got a little fish that she gave me there as well. Is it a carp? I'm not sure. My markers, many marvellous markers, and the new in colours. And then up on the top, just some cards I've been given. So I need to get some things on the wall. That's probably the last thing to do here. Just a few bits and bobs to display. This was actually made, I haven't shown anybody this. This was just really, I would say, quite plain and boring. But I put a bow on, and then this is the gilding flakes. How cool is that? And I just used glue around the edge of that and put gilding flakes on. Some bits and bobs at the back there that I found while out walking. Tea light holder. This is a really sneak peek, okay? This is my birthday calendar. My new one. Coming soon. So storage, got some catalogues here, got some mini albums I've made, a bit of card storage, more card storage, catalogues, upcoming classes or in progress works. This is how I store my 6x6 inch paper. Just goes in these little tins here. Ink pads I've stored in, these are from, well, actually from eBay. Somebody already bought them, made them up, and then was selling them on, and I got them second hand. But they come from, I can't remember. It's a company in Ireland, I think. I'll find out, I'll pop it in the description below. So there's current catalogues on my Whisper white card, basic black card, and very vanilla card go in here. So they're on hand all the time. Notebooks, planner, and things like that. Again, more storage just for notepads. These are my old mixed media journals. Oh, you can't see. Mixed media journals just down here, ones that I've done. What's in this one? Oh, this one's my sewing. Yeah. I can't sew to save my life, and yet I can't knit either, and yet I've got wool and patterns. I'll give everything a go once, but I found I was no good at that. So, and then more art materials down the bottom there. Underneath here is my bin and my filing cabinets, glass mat, and you can't see, glass mat, and there's my scoreboard. I've got my recycling bin, so that's where my card and paper go, and then they're all my scrapbook kind of projects. So if I'm working on something, you'll see Italy scrapbook, cruise bits, Dad's scrapbook, which is actually done now, so I could probably filter that out. Scrapbook papers, things like that. So that's all lives under there. This one is kind of what gets used, and some sherbet lemons, obviously. So this is what gets used quite a lot. I've got my dimensionals, my ruler, which is out all the time, and my trimmer. Needs a bit of a tidy up. Envelopes, cards and envelopes. I mean, who needs all these cards and envelopes? And some plastic envelopes as well, and storage things, plastic bags, and then more envelopes. My books, my bookkeeping, and yeah, some bits and just random bits and bobs. The strawberry, I have the strawberry and the kangaroo. And then these are some sweets from Japan. They are yummy. They may well get eaten. I bought back several packets. And then, I'll say last, but maybe not least, probably is least to be honest, I've got my sewing machine that I can't use, my laminator, and just some storage down the bottom. There, right in the corner here, I've got my puzzle mat. This is my rolled up kind of backing for when I take my photographs. Lamp, which I managed to put the fixing for the lamp here. So I can just turn that on and then the lamp comes on. And then my Google Nest, some maps, and this is where I keep all my paints and my more art stuff. That is about that really. I've got a couple of bits just on the end here that I've made or that somebody's given me. I think my mum gave me that one, the heart. But yeah, some things to go on the wall. But it was nice and tidy today, so I thought I would. The radiator needs upgrading as well. I thought I would show you my craft room. I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope it wasn't too quick or too slow. If there's anything you've seen that you think, oh, what's that? And she didn't mention it, please do get in touch. I'm more than happy to answer any questions. But yeah, thought I'd show you just inside my craft room today. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll leave you on the pretty papers and take care, look after yourselves, and I'll be back again soon with another video, I'm sure. Bye for now. Thanks for watching.